and maybe none more so than Drew Lock. I don't know if you like this guy, but certainly has some serious weaponry to work with now. What are your thoughts on Drew Lock in year 2?
I want Drew Lock to be good, like maybe more than any quarterback in the league. It would be so much fun. I love the Jeezy rapping, all that. Like everything about Drew Lock's great. His style of play, I get the longest time between getting the snap and getting sacked per Pro Football Focus up there with like Lamar and Kyler. Like he's not a runner like them, but he's athletic and he can really create off script. 1 minute highlights of him, a lot of fun. Now, you look at that 4-1 stretch he had at the end of the season. Tore up Houston. Who doesn't? Everything else was kind of iffy. I don't think we're going to see like a really big fantasy relevant year this year from Drew Lock. I have him kind of outside the top 20. I'm not going to prioritize him in drafts or anything like that. But the Broncos as a team, I'm really excited about because not only did they add all those talented guys on offense, but this is a defense that after the first month and they kind of had to learn Vic Fangio's scheme. After that, they were a top 10 unit pretty much the rest of the season. Getting back Bryce Callahan, who didn't play a snap and was Fangio's old slot corner in Chicago. Bradley Chubb, who had 12 sacks as a rookie, and doesn't have to face double teams with Von Miller on the other side. So just a completely overwhelmingly dangerous defense. I don't think Drew Lock needs to be more than okay for the Broncos to make some noise in the wild card race this year. Now, I just don't think he has showed enough and probably what's going to be more of a run-first offense to get much fantasy love, though.
The one thing that could potentially help that is Pat Shurmur coming in has been pretty historically pass-happy. I forget the exact outputs, but I know Daniel Jones was like one of only, it might have been the only other guy was Lamar Jackson to have like 3 30-point games or something of that nature because the scheme can be so pass happy. And in that division, I see a lot of track meets shaping up. Obviously, you got the Chiefs. If Tyrod or potentially Justin Herbert's the real deal with the Chargers, this could be a weekly shootout. But that defense, as you mentioned, could be enough to make this more of a ground and pound offense too. So that is some interesting potential anchor to his value. But I don't know. I think it's like what you're saying, and that's kind of ultimately what we fall in that trap of. I want to root for him so bad that I like to draft him just to have that excitement of when he scores, I'm just that much happier. You know what I mean? It's so hard to separate that sometimes in fantasy, and you got to. So he's one of the biggest